Hey, Mr. Raymond, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm Natalie. I'm the occupational therapist
Nice
today.
to
I'll
meet
be
you.
taking care of you. Okay, if I ask you a couple of questions about your shoulder, just do some questions and then just kind of check it out just to see how how you move it around and everything.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, great. So I know your proximal humerus fracture happened about 3 weeks ago. Can you tell me a little bit about that injury?
Well, I was playing football and I was quarterback, and then my offensive line just kind of gapped open, and they just come and tackled me, and I landed really hard on my right shoulder. They took me to the emergency room, and that's what they told me.
Ugh. So did that require any surgery?
No.
Okay. Have you had any other therapy so far?
No. This
Okay.
is my first time.
Okay. And are you right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed. Okay. All right. Are you in any pain right now?
Just sitting here, about a 5.
A 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about like right when you wake up in the morning? Like, are you like in any pain? Like, have any stiffness in your shoulder?
It's more stiff.
Okay.
I still probably have about a 5.
Okay, just
But-
kind of like a 5, just like normal,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's pretty stiff when I wake up.
Okay. And then what about when you're like doing an activity, maybe like you have been doing something that made you move your arm around a little bit more?
That goes up to about an 8 most of the time.
Okay.
It gets to hurting pretty bad when I use it a lot.
Okay. I can see just a little bit of swelling in your arm. Has it gotten better since your injury?
Yeah, it's gone down a little bit,
Okay.
but like you said, there's still a lot of swelling.
Yeah, that's good. Does your swelling ever get worse?
After a lot of activity,
Okay.
it usually puffs up pretty good.
Okay. So like at the end of the day, it might be a little bit more swollen. Does it like go down by the next day? It'll kind of go back to normal?
Yeah, when I wake up in the morning, usually it's the lowest, and
Okay.
then like progressively throughout the day, if I use it,
Okay.
it gets swelling.
All right. So you said that you play football. Are you in high school?
I am. I'm a
Okay.
senior.
You're a senior. Okay. So is your injury affecting your ability to do your schoolwork and kind of like participate in all the activities that you have to do at school?
Yeah, I struggle doing homework. Writing is a really hard task for me, especially if it's a taller desk.
Okay. Gotcha. And I mean, you're definitely not playing football right now.
No.
Okay. So what about things that you have to do at home? Has that kind of like affected like just your daily routine? Maybe like getting ready, those kind of things, brushing your teeth.
Yeah, it has. I've had to learn how to do stuff left-handed. But like anything overhead, washing my hair, brushing my teeth, combing my hair, shaving is a big problem.
Okay.
But anything that I have to raise my shoulder up to do.
Okay. So do you have any help at home, like your mom or your dad or siblings to help you out with some of the things you need to do?
Yeah, my mom's
Okay.
usually home in the mornings,
Okay.
so she
Good.
helps me.
Okay. Well, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this short questionnaire. It's just 11 questions. Kind of asks you some questions about your ability to do different activities and the symptoms that you're having right now. Basically, 1 is you have no difficulty doing the activity at all, and a 5 is you're completely unable to do that activity.
Okay.
So opening a tight or new jar. Do you have no difficulty doing it, or mild difficulty, moderate difficulty?
I probably have a 4.
A 4,
Yeah.
severe difficulty. Okay. And then doing heavy household chores, like washing the floors, doing the dishes, things like that, laundry.
That's probably a 5. I can't do much of
A
that.
5. Okay. Okay, and then carrying a shopping bag or a briefcase.
About a 2. I don't have much trouble with that as long as I don't have to pick it up,
Okay.
pretty high.
Yeah. Okay. And then washing your back.
Yeah, I can't do that with
Okay.
with
Yeah,
my right
maybe
arm.
getting your arm back
Yeah.
behind there. So probably a 5. Okay, and then using a knife to cut food.
I don't have trouble with that as long as I can get my arm up to the counter.
Okay, so would you say no difficulty, mild difficulty?
2.
A 2,
yeah.
mild difficulty. Okay. And then recreational activities in which you take some force or impact through your arm. So that could be like hammering or tennis or baseball.
Yeah, I can't do any of that.
Okay. Okay, and then during the past week, to what extent has your arm, shoulder, or hand problem interfered with your normal social activities with family, friends, neighbors, or groups?
It really hasn't interfered with my social activities.
Okay. During the past week, were you limited in your work or other regular daily activities as a result of your arm, shoulder, or hand? So this would be more like school or practice or instead of work.
It was probably 4. I was really limited in
Okay.
what I could do.
Okay, so this one is asking about your pain. So rate the severity of your shoulder pain, 1 being none, 5 being extreme.
In between a 3 and a 4, probably a 3.
A 3, moderate.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then do you have any tingling in your arm, shoulder, or hand?
I have a little bit
Okay.
down the inside of my arm and then kind of on my forearm a little
Okay.
bit.
So like a mild or a moderate?
Yeah, probably
Okay.
about a 2.
A 2, okay.
Mm.
All right, and then during the past week, how much difficulty have you had sleeping because of the pain in your arm, shoulder, or hand?
It's been pretty hard to sleep.
Okay.
It wakes me up a lot at night. And I can only sleep on this one side, so it's hard for me to get situated.
Okay.
And
so like a severe difficulty or moderate difficulty?
yeah, probably moderate.
Moderate, okay.
Yeah.
And then one thing that would help that is if you lay on your back, putting a pillow on, well, it'll be your right side. So putting a pillow up under your arm will kind of give you a little bit more support with your shoulder. So if you're a back sleeper, or maybe you could just try it for one night, that might help you get
Okay.
a little bit better sleep. Okay, now if it's okay with you, I'm going to take a look at your shoulder, just take a couple of measurements and ask you to do some like different arm movements for you.
Okay.
We can take that sling off for you. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is just kind of follow along with the movements I do. I know you're going to have some difficulty moving your right arm. Just do as much as you can.
Okay.
So the first one, we're just going to bring our arms up over our head. Okay. And then bring it back as far as you can behind you. Just kind of, yep. Okay, and then we're going to bring our arms over our head like a jumping jack. Okay. And then bring your arms to your side like this. Gonna do inside, okay, and then bring them out, okay, and then with your elbows, just straighten them all the way out as far as you can, okay, and then bring them up like you're doing a bicep curl, okay, and then put them out here, if you can twist them in and out, okay, and then with your wrists, we're gonna go forward, and then back, okay, can you make a claw for me? And then make a tight fist, do a thumbs up, okay, and then if you can just bring your thumbs down like this, okay, looks good. Okay, so now I'm just going to take some measurements of your right arm. Okay, so we're going to do those same movements again. The first one that we're going to do is you're going to bring them up. And I'm just going to be here just to kind of stabilize the arm for you and help you. Don't do too much. Don't do more than you think you're able to. If it hurts too much, then definitely stop.
Okay.
Okay. All right, right there. Okay, and then the next one we're going to do, we're just going to bring your arms straight out like this.
Okay.
Alright, and then, ready? Okay. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to have you do is, just like we did before, just bring your arm in like this, and I'm going to take that measurement.
That's about all I can do right there.
Okay. Can you go back to normal? Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, and if you could do that again for me.
That's all I got right there.
The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna test how strong your other side is,
Okay.
just so we can kind of have a baseline for what we're working towards for your right side. Okay, so for the first one, I'm just gonna have you bring your arm up like this. I'm gonna push down on you, and you're just gonna hold it and try not to let me push you down. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna have you come out to the side like this. I'm gonna do the same thing, push you down, and just try not to let me push you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and then now I'm gonna have you lay down with your arm, your left arm hanging off on this side.
Okay.
Just lay down on your stomach for me. Okay, and I'll put this up under you so you can kind of have something to support you. Okay. Alright, so for this one, you're going to bring your arm up like this. Okay, I'm going to push your arm down, and you're going to try and not let me break it, okay? Okay, and then you can relax it. So I'm going to bring your arm back this way. I'm going to do the same thing. Push down, you just hold it. Okay, now if you could bring your arm just back straight out in front of you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have your arm here. I'm going to push straight down, and you're going to try and not let me push you down, okay?
Okay.
All right, you can sit up. You can actually sit back down in this chair, and we're gonna measure how strong your grip is.
Okay.
This is called a dynamometer. And then what I'm gonna have you do is just put your hand at your side and just squeeze as hard as you can.
Okay.
And we're gonna do that 3 times for each hand. So we can do your left arm first.
Okay.
Okay, just keep your hand at your side, all right, and then squeeze as hard as you can. Okay. Okay, do it one more time. Okay. All right. And then one more time. Okay. All right. Okay, and then you can switch hands. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Pinches up there on my shoulder a little bit.
Are you having any more pain right now? Has it gotten any higher?
No.
Still about a 5?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, squeeze. Okay. Okay. Okay, one more time. Okay. All right, so we're done with this one. All right, and then the last thing I'm gonna have you do is we're gonna test your finger strength.
Okay.
This is a pinch gauge. So what I'm gonna have you do is with your thumb and your index finger, just pinch them together like this.
Okay.
And we're gonna do both hands. Okay? And then just keep your arm at your side just like you did before.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. Okay, and then for the next one, I'm gonna have you add your middle finger. So just squeeze just like that. Okay, and then keep your arm at your side. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then for the last pinch, it's going to be kind of like you're grabbing a key and cranking your engine.
Okay.
Okay, and then arm at your side. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're going to do your other hand. And then we're going to do that first pinch again, just those 2 fingers. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to do this pinch again.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to do the car key pinch again, just like you're turning the car key.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, Mr. Ramage. Well, those are all the tests that I have for you. But the last thing I want to do is kind of talk to you about just therapy and what kind of goals that you have for therapy. So what is it exactly that you really want to get out of it?
Well, I would really like to get back to playing football. Maybe not. I understand I probably won't be back this season, but just so I can throw a football around with my friends or something.
Okay.
Maybe later on.
Yeah. Okay. So really what I want to work with you on is getting more motion back in that shoulder, trying to decrease that pain a little bit, and also just kind of like get some of that stiffness out and then strengthen just all these muscles that are up here that just really help you with doing things that are overhead and everything. And so I think if we work together over the next few weeks, we'll definitely be able to help you reach your goals.
That sounds good.
Okay.